feeling like I'm academics. Can't ride no whip.
All right. Let me see what else has been going on in rap. Yo, rapper Cashout actually just got found guilty on several charges of R-word, aggravated sodomy, sex trafficking, pimping, and RICO. This is crazy. So Cashout caught like basically some Diddy charges, except like what he was doing was actually like pimping, supposedly. Like he was recruiting women, having them sell their bodies and other things against their will. And he got indicted for it. And today the verdict was read. Cashout verdict. And the verdict was read. And this is what happened. Here we go.
That breaking news here live at 5. Atlanta rapper Cashout has just been found guilty of most charges against him.
He and 2 others on trial accused of luring women into prostitution.
Atlanta News First Yasmina Alston is live at the Fulton County Courthouse where that verdict was just read aloud. And this came down in the last 30 minutes, Yasmina.
Now, that's right, and all 3 defendants were found guilty of violating the Georgia RICO Act, which is what prosecutors wanted to prove in this case, that the rapper Cashout, his mom Linda Smith, and a 3rd co-defendant were operating a sex trafficking enterprise. The rapper, whose real name is John Michael Gibson, his mom Linda Smith, also known as Mama Cashout, and Tyrone Taylor were all facing multiple charges, including trafficking of a person for sexual servitude, pimping, and rape. And of course, that RICO charge. The jury found the trio guilty on most of those charges they faced, but not guilty of some of them. In this weeks-long trial, prosecutors tried to prove the 3 of them were running a business and luring women into prostitution, and several of the alleged victims testified. Now, we do know the jury deliberated all day starting early this morning, and then they came back with a verdict about 30 minutes ago. And once that verdict was read, all 3 of the defendants were handcuffed and walked out of the courtroom. The judge also saying that there will be a sentencing hearing for all 3 on Monday morning. Live at the Fulton County Courthouse, Yasmina Alston, Atlanta News First.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's a moment where the verdict is actually read. I want to see if we can see it. Damn. How come no one has it?
Rapper Cash
Relationship with
same female I picked up before. I had to go to the hotel and get them
loved ones while living in a Midtown condo together. The woman testified charges in this indictment. A woman took the stand in the sex trafficking trial of Atlanta rapper Cashout. She says she was in a relationship with the rapper, whose real name is John Michael Gibson, and is listed in an indictment along with Gibson and several others facing prostitution-related charges. On Monday, she testified Gibson secluded her from loved ones while living in a Midtown condo together. The woman testified the rapper had her drive around women who were allegedly doing sex work for him, as well as collect money from those women.
I had to go to a hotel, which was the same female I picked up before. I had to go to the hotel and get the money, and there was nothing. She just opened the door and passed me the money, and I had to take it to him. He just said she had something for me, so I went and got it and took it to him.
The woman also claimed Gibson used her photos and social media to recruit women plus clients for sex work.
I was aware that my pictures were being used, and that was told to me by someone else that my pictures were being used. So I searched it myself, and I seen my pictures were being used.
The woman told the jury she initially didn't know about Gibson's alleged dealings in prostitution.
Yeah, so it seems like this is classic pimping, right? The dude is just pimping these chicks out. Holy shit. Yeah, so Cashout is he basically blew trial, but his case, unlike the Diddy cases, he actually had a prostitution ring, right? So they turned that into a RICO, and also the sex trafficking and, you know, obviously some sexual assault. And yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, he's probably gonna spend the rest of his life in jail, or they're gonna sentence him at least in upwards of, I got to see how Georgia really does this, but he should probably get some football numbers like 55, 65, something like that. Obviously, he's going to appeal the whole thing, but I'm wondering if he knew that this was going to be so much proof against him. Why not take a plea? Because blowing trial with those charges is like, holy. Found guilty of these? Jesus.